Long ago, in a time that will never be forgotten, there lived a man in a land known as Crete. The man lived in exile in a tower on an island not far from the kingdom's gates. It was bounded on one side by the ships of the kingdom, and on all other sides it was bounded by the endless sea. And thus there was no escape for the man. This man, known as Daedalus. Daedalus had not always been in exile. He was once an honored craftsman, known throughout the kingdom of Crete and lands abroad for his cunning and skill in crafting amazing, miraculous inventions. But Daedalus was not alone in exile, for he had a son whose name was Icarus. And Icarus was his father's companion on that island just outside of the gates of Crete. Icarus was entertained by many interesting and entertaining toys fashioned by his father, including animated companions such as a mechanical squirrel. Icarus was happy with his father, but eventually he began to have questions. Why are we here, Father? What happened to my friends? Why can I never see them again? Father, you know that I enjoy being here with you, and I appreciate the toys and the good times we spend together. But why can we never leave? Why can no one ever visit us, Father? What has happened? Why does the king hate us so much that he will never let us come back to the kingdom? Icarus' words broke his father's heart, and he decided to tell the boy the truth. Son, it is not you who has a problem with the king. It is I. King Minos and I once were friends, and I was an honored servant of his kingdom. Yet he became so angry with me over something that I did, that he banished me to this island, and you, my son, along with me. There was a terrible evil in the kingdom of Crete, an evil that went by the name of the Minotaur. This beast was half man and half bull, and all evil. King Minos asked me to build a labyrinth so devious and so cunning that the beast would never be able to escape. But even so, he required the nearby country of Athens to send a boatload of its youth every so many years, and the youth would be let loose into the labyrinth for the beast to find and feed upon. One year, the boat contained a young man by the name of Theseus, who was determined to kill the beast. But the beast was very strong. He would never be able to do it by brute force alone. In the meantime, the king's beautiful daughter had seen the youth Theseus and had fallen in love with him. She came to me and begged me to help him defeat the evil Minotaur so that he could kill the Minotaur and he and the other youth escape. My son, I helped her, but I did not know that the beautiful princess would leave the kingdom with Theseus, leaving her father behind, never to return, and he would never see her again. And that is why King Minos became so angry he sent us away, never to return to the kingdom again. But I swear to you, my son, I make this oath, by Zeus himself as my witness, I will find a way to get us out of here. For Daedalus had been thinking of an amazing plan, a miraculous plan, a plan to use the feathers of the great birds that flew and nested in and around the kingdom and on the island, and dropped their feathers in such a way that he could collect them and use them along with wax to fashion a most amazing invention. Daedalus made the 2 pairs of wings. He and Icarus practiced flying around the tower until both were certain they were ready to leave the tower, fly out over the sea toward their freedom and their new lives together away from Crete. Daedalus warned Icarus, however, don't fly too low because the spray from the sea will dampen your wings and will cause you to go under the water. And don't fly too close to the sun either, because the heat will melt the wax that hold your wonderful wings together, and you will fall into the water. With warnings given, Daedalus and Icarus were ready to set out in flight toward their new lives and their new freedom. Icarus found flying to be so wonderful, he was joyous and happy, and soon he forgot the warnings that his father had so carefully given him before they left.
You know my name if I saw